The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up's underway. Wait till our lips have met.
David Tomasi and Adele Dienno joining us in studio, bearing gifts. Thank you both for coming in.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Adele, nice to see you this morning. David, you're new to the area. David looks a little bit like Fabio. He's got
I can't believe it's not butter.
an Italian with blonde hair and blue eyes. David, are you really Italian?
Halfway? Yeah, 100% Italian.
100%.
Just from the north.
Yeah. So, and what are you doing here now?
I used to be a professor in university in Italy, and now here I'm helping out Vermont Italian Club, and I'm doing some lectures at St. Michael's College every second and fourth Wednesday of each month. And so I'm doing the language part and the culture part for the event.
And Adele, tell us about this Italian festival that's coming up. It's going to be on October 8th in Burlington.
Yes. We've been planning this for a while. Some of you might not even know that there used to be an Italian neighborhood in Burlington, and many years ago when Dr. Ken Ciongoli was involved with the club, he always wanted to commemorate this area because right now there are no remnants except for Boves, and that's it right now. So we plan this big event on the 8th. We're going to dedicate an historic marker, and we have Senator Patrick Leahy and some other honored guests coming for that, and then after that we're going to have a celebration. That's the second part of that day where you can get some biscottis and some other goodies that we're going to be making homemade from the club. And then we also are going to be having a presentation about the old neighborhood with the film from Patrick Farrington, who he did a film called the Champlain Street Urban Renewal. And then we're going to have a panel discussion. Some of the old people from the neighborhood are going to talk about what it was like growing up there. And after, we're hoping to gather a lot of information and then become a depository for pictures and information about this neighborhood. Because there's nothing, even in special collections, up at UVM.
Yeah.
And we know it's out there, and we just want to gather that information together.
Adele, for people that are new in the area and they're not familiar, you use terms like urban renewal and the waterfront. Can you give us a little history, a little background on what you're talking, the area that you're talking about? And that was at one time, it was an Italian neighborhood.
Yes, it stretched from Battery Street to Church Street and Pearl Street to College, which was, you know, a formidable area. There were about 170 homes there, businesses. There was a big cathedral, schools. I hear about the bakery that was across from the school from some of the people that went to school there years ago. And urban renewal was a program in this country that would tear down neighborhoods and they rebuild them with something else. And for us, it became the downtown marketplace. These people who lived there were asked to relocate, and it really did shatter that community. So this is an opportunity to recognize their sacrifices and to also document for the future what was once there.
Any idea the number of families that were displaced at that time? Are some of those families still in the Burlington area? What's happened to them?
Oh yes, many of them, and a number of them will be at this event. Joe Maeda, for one, who always starts his story by saying, I was born on the steps of what was the Radisson and then now is the Hilton, because that's where his grandmother's house was, and he was literally born there. So, and we have a panel discussion with several, I think it's 5 or 6 other people who will be discussing that. And like I said, we're asking people to bring in photographs and memorabilia so that we can document this. And then the third part of what we're doing is over the winter, we will be gathering information and as a community together making, they call them interpretive signs. Maybe you've seen them out on the waterfront and things like that. They're about 3 feet long and about a foot high, and you put factual information on them. We're working with the Lake Champlain Basin program on producing those for installation a year from now.
Now, why has it taken so long for Burlington to recognize the community that was once there? Has there been some obstacles, some hurdles that you've had to cross, or has nobody tried it, Adele?
Well, I think more than anything, what happened when was that neighborhood was shattered. That community was spread out all over. They lost their nucleus and they lost their voice. And like I said before, Ken Ciongoli, who was the founder of the Vermont Italian Club in 1983, always wanted to have this recognition for that community. And unfortunately, Ken passed away about 3 years ago. And it's just taken this long to get the energy going to make an event like this happen.
So David, also David Tomasi in studio with us this morning. He teaches at St. Michael's College, and he is from Italy, living here now in the United States. Did you seek out the Vermont Italian Club, or did the Vermont Italian Club seek you out? How did you find out about them?
Actually, it was one afternoon the Fletcher Field Library, and I just saw a poster introducing a poet event, I think. So I said, oh wow, there's something about Italy here in Burlington, because I didn't know anybody here. I just moved here because I got married, so I was completely on my own. I said, okay, let's just check it out. And instantly I felt at home, because all the people at Vermont Italian Club are really, really friendly, and you can sense the atmosphere that's really, really a homey feeling. So that's how I started out. That's how I met Adele. That's how I met the board members of Vermont Italian Club. And that's how we get started. So once they decide to start with this event on October 8th to celebrate the Italian community, I said, okay, let's jump in and do some culture about it. And since I was already teaching, I said, okay, why not continue at St. Mike's for this program, little lectures about language / culture / historical background of the Italian community here in Burlington. So I was really, really happy to meet the Vermont Italian Club, because they're really great people. They do a lot of activities, a lot of events, and I'm pretty sure that this event in particular is going to be real fun for the Burlington community.
What do you think are some of the myths that Americans have about Italian culture?
They are all true.
There aren't any myths. I wasn't asking you that one, David.
I was a little slow on that one. Oh, you guys.
But about food, for instance, when I've never been to Italy. My brother's been there, and I've talked with other people that have been there. And the first thing that they tell me is that when you go there and you eat, you don't eat Italian food, or you don't eat their food like we eat it here in this country. And I think it's that way with probably most cultures. You go to China, you're not going to get
egg roll,
chicken fingers
and
an egg roll. The same thing, spaghetti and meatballs. I mean, that is probably not served as widely as it is here in the United States.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's more popular in the South, actually. I must say, yeah, that when I first came here, I was a little shocked to what was presented as Italian. But then at the same time, I think that you guys are doing a great job, especially here in Burlington. It's so much good food, really. Everything's available, and I'm really, really enjoying what I'm eating here. Even
with the exception of the Olive Garden, let's be honest.
Yes, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
Do not go to Olive Garden.
The best is yet to come, and